Hey everybody, welcome back to the Passive Buddies podcast. Today we are going to cover how to make your first sale online. Let's go. Hey, obviously, if this is the first time you are tuning into the Passive Buddies podcast, my name is Brian Mills, and obviously, this is the Passive Buddies podcast. This podcast is all about how to generate passive income online and the marketing strategies behind it. Now, I know a lot of people tuning in, and I know obviously a lot of the industries are learning how to make money online. Now, obviously, what's happened at COVID, etc., has completely blown everybody out of the water. Like, people now know you don't have to be slaving away in a factory, slaving away like for a boss, like to make money and to make really good money. Those jobs that you thought were safe aren't actually that safe. So today we're going to cover how to make your first sale online with or without your own product. It does not matter. Now, if you're thinking, well, I don't have a product, there's this thing called affiliate marketing, okay, or network marketing. This is where you do not need to create your own product. You can sell somebody else's product and make a commission. That means they have to handle all the customer service. They have to handle all the project or product delivery, everything to do with that. You just make money. Okay. You're like a micro salesperson, but without the sleazy tag, which is really, really helpful. So if you don't have a product, don't worry. You can just go into affiliate marketing. There's places like ClickBank, there's places like My Facebook Group that will give you plenty of opportunities to learn it and know what products to promote. So 100%, if you want to go to the Facebook group, there'll be a link in the show notes. But so what are the advantages to selling online? Like, if you've got a bricks and mortar business, you are limited to who you can sell to, because you're just relying on passing trade. Like, think about like takeaway shops or like chip shops or restaurants. Like, they can only serve a certain radius of people because they're the only people who will travel to their store. So it limits you in terms of like the amount you can actually sell. Now, don't get me wrong, like people make very successful brick and mortar businesses, but their overhead's a hell of a lot higher, which takes us to another advantage of actually selling online. You basically need a social media account, a funnel builder, and an email autoresponder, and that's it. That's all you need. Like, in terms of your startup costs for selling online compared to starting up a brick and mortar business, it's crazy different and so low. So advantages to selling online: low overheads, easy to start, low barrier of entry, like all these good things. So it's definitely worth taking a look at. And if it's something you are interested in, then you're going to absolutely love it. Okay, don't get me wrong, it's not easy, but no business should be, or everybody will be doing it. Okay, so effectively selling online and making your first sale online is still very much it's a business. You've got to look at it as a business. It's not a side hustle, it's a business. Even if it's paying you as a side hustle to start with, you need that business mentality. So how do you identify a problem to solve? Now, it's like, I don't know what to sell, Brian. I don't know what product to create. I don't know what course to create. I don't know what affiliate program to promote. Well, it's not as hard as you think. You may be looking at it like a bit too in depth and trying to put too much meat on the bone without like any real substance. So what you do is, if you really, really wanted to know what problems people are having, go to answerthepublic.com, type in something around like your niche. So for instance, or go to Reddit or go to Facebook groups and just go and find something that you're like, oh, I'm interested in the make money online niche. I'm interested in the health niche or the relationship niche. So I will then go and look at Facebook groups, see what questions people are asking, see what problems people are asking, just generally take a look. That then gives you like, right, okay, now I need to either find a product that someone else has already created that solves these problems, or I need to go and create a product or a course or anything like that that then solves those problems. People are always like, it sounds horrible, but people are always moaning. Like, people are always moaning about the issues they've got. People love to air it on social media, which, okay, fair enough. It's a community. People want to be a community. People want feedback. So I'm totally good with that. I'm not slashing everyone who's like, oh, bloody hell, all you do is moan. No. Well, rant over, Brian. Stay focused. So like, the people are always telling, like, quite open about what problems they're having in what specific like niche. So obviously the niches are, you've got health, wealth, and relationships. They're the three core markets, and then you can just dig down deeper and deeper and deeper. If you wanted to do relationships for men, relationships for women, gay relationships, like all of that, like you can just dig further down. And then you go and find those groups, those forums, and those Google searches and see what people are actually asking and what people need to be solved. Then it's all about your ideal customer. So everyone's like, oh no, I need a target audience. I need an ideal customer. I need a perfect avatar. And they can spend months on this, like developing the perfect avatar. And I'm like, what are you doing? The reason is 9 times out of 10, like if you're creating a personal brand or if you're creating a business and you're like, oh, what problems do they have? Like, why did I get into this? Like, do you know the easiest target audience and the easiest person to make your business around is you 3 steps back? Okay, so if you're trying to teach people how to make money online and quit their day job, for instance, well, you probably started off wanting to do the same thing, which means, like, where did you go looking when you were at the start of your journey? Who did you talk to? What did you follow? Where did you go? Like all those questions. What type of person are you? Are you a corporate dad or like mum? Are you a stay-at-home mum or dad? Like, and then where did you go for your information? Who did you follow? All of those things you already know because it's you, which takes the target audience process, your ideal customer, actually to probably a half an hour conversation with yourself. Which speeds up that whole process. Now, people are like, oh, I don't want to narrow down. Right? We're not saying, now this is like a golden moment. We are not saying that what's the word I'm looking for? That you only can sell to, for instance, corporate dads, age 30 who live in the northwest of the UK. I'm not saying, because obviously that's who I was. I'm not saying that's exactly who you can only sell to. If a female, for instance, bought my course and I was like, nope, you're not me. You can't buy my course. Here's your refund. I'm not saying that. It's to develop a specific set of messaging. So how you talk to someone, what pains they're in. That's why you develop a target audience. Not so that's the only person you sell to, but you can build your messaging around that, your brand around that, and you will just generally attract more of those people, but you will still get other people in there. So don't be so concerned about narrowing down because it's just about your messaging. It's not the only person you can make money off. Okay. Then once you've got your product, once you've got your target audience, the next thing is just getting attention to that target audience. Now, making your first sale online, you probably want to go with short-term strategies so you can validate the offer and prove it works. Now, short-term strategies for getting attention is Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. They're so quick in terms of like blowing up or virality or getting in front of loads of people very fast. So for instance, like TikTok, you can post 3 to 5 times a day for 30 to 60 days, and then your account will be at a place where it can become very, very passive very quickly. Same with Instagram. You can do the same, like with your hashtags and posting reels, content, stories. You can grow it to a place where you don't have to be as active, but you can still make a ton of money. Facebook groups, go and be an authority. Go pick a Facebook group that you can be an authority in, provide tons of value, and loads of people will come to you to make money or to buy your products. So for instance, like in the Make Money Online niche and in the digital marketing space, ClickFunnels official group, like I love this group, not just because it's a great place to make money, but it's just a great community of people. They've got over 250,000 people inside of that group. Now, even if you took 10% of that as active users, so that's what, like 250, that's 25,000. Okay, 25,000 people that you can go and market to who are active, who are your ideal target audience. You get 1% of that, that's 2,500 customers. Just by dominating that Facebook group and providing tons and tons of value, you'll get lots of sales on the back end just by focusing on one group. That's it. Crazy. Okay, 2,500 people that would actually buy your product. Say your product's $2, which obviously it won't be. There's $5,000. Like nice and easy. Like just by putting your attention in the right places, but getting that attention by putting content out there, being a little bit. It's okay to have an opinion. It's okay for people to not to like you. So when you go through this journey, this personal brand journey, or like building money online. Like, it's okay for people not to like what you say. Not everybody, but for instance, just as a little bit of a, hey, Brian's giving you a hug right now. For every one hater you get, and I loved it when I got my first hater, it was hilarious. But for every one hater you get, you've probably got 100 people who love what you do. You've probably got 100 people who love your energy, your style, like anything like that. So I'll tell you the story about my first hater. Yeah, like I'd literally just learned how to dominate Facebook in terms of algorithms, news feeds. I was everywhere. And someone put a comment on my post. He's like literally slagging me off because it looked like, to him, it looked like spam because I was just in his newsfeed all the time, which meant I was getting his attention. I was posting content that was relevant for him and he was looking at it. So my newsfeed would be like, post from 2 days ago, post from, or his newsfeed would be like, post from 2 days ago, post from 3 days ago. That was still showing up in his newsfeed, Facebook Live, like comments, like I was everywhere. He got so annoyed with me, which don't worry about that because that doesn't happen often. Like just being everywhere and like getting that attention, like only a small section of people will be, oh my God, me. And he was one of them. But then he started commenting on my post and like telling me how much he didn't like me and how much I was doing his head in. I was like, great, because we were having a conversation back and two, which was boosting my post even further on the algorithm. I was like, haters gonna hate, marketers gonna profit. So anyways, guys, that is the end of this episode of how to make your first sale online. I've got a bit of a sexy little offer at the end on the outro, so please do listen to that, guys, and I will see you on the next video.